クラブの方々を相手にするなんてちょっと気が引けるな。会員番号76番のスクリューガムさん、温和な機械貴族で全宇宙の無機生命体たちを救うリーダー。彼ならきっと私の長所を見つけてくれるに違いない。彼に推薦されたら。
番組で見せた驚くべき知識がヌースに認められました。結論、天才クラブ会員番号85番はフクロウさんのものです。
会員番号81番のルアンメイさん、模擬宇宙での彼女は優しくて気前がいいが少し近寄りがたいんだよな。聞いてはいけない質問をしてしまったら。
Gue cari yang versi Inggris nggak ada.
私がそんなことをするわけがない。
おしゃべりな小鳥は何を考えているのでしょう。いい加減変な妄想は終わりにして。
Ayo kita nonton versi Jepang aja guys.
番組が始まるっていうのに何してるわけ？ PV でも待ってるの？クラブのメンバーはポルカカカムによってほとんど
Ntar gue ilangin PNG gue dulu ya.
あまり期待してなかったんだけど、あれ誰かと思えば。ミスヘルタ封鎖部分を解放。機密エリアレベル1です。ルアンメイ氏を承認する。宇宙ステーションの秘密はあなたが思っているよりもたくさんあるんです。事態を理解するまで表情に出さないようにしてください。さもないと全身が隙だらけになりますよ。
天才的な一歩、どうやって破るべき？どうした？何か悩んでいるようだが手を貸してほしい。せいぜい自分で解決法を考えるんだ。
Lihat trailernya nanti di official aja guys. Scrollum Master.
Oh di YouTube ada sih.
見かけ倒しでしょ。
Emang kamu nggak nemu yang Inggris kok?
Nggak nemu. Yang Inggris belum mulai yang di YouTube.
Udah.
Oh, udah.
Aku searching nih coba Honkai sekarang. Paling apa?
Ntar guys, kita ganti dulu guys. Ya kah? Ini kan? Oh iya udah mulai.
Jadi belum, Bob?
Nggak lihat tadi aku.
Tuh kode pertama.
The Rhythm guys. Gimana cara gue nulisnya? Tulis dong, Bay. Nah, kalau alt tab jadi hitam ya. 7S.
Ini ketik aja 7S.
7S.
9S.
9S.
PCJ. 5C.
5C.
RUT.
5C. RUT.
Ya.
NG gue mau halangi.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And if you didn't know already, I'm Albert, your favorite feathered announcer. Welcome to the version 1.6 Crown of the Mundane and Divine special program. On today's program, we're bringing together 3 intellectual heavyweights from none other than the Genius Society. Oh, why don't you introduce yourselves? Madam Herta, care to kick us off?
Whatever. Herta here.
Madam Herta, we said, remember, enthusiasm.
Ini siapa ya satunya? Satunya Ruan Mei?
Herta.
Enggak, itu baca yang latar barunya.
Siapa ya? Aku lupa.
Oh, dokter Rasio ya? Dokter Ratio.
Iya, Pak ya?
I suppose that makes it my
Nggak terlalu
turn.
ngapa.
Greetings, viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, the pleasure is all ours. I never thought I'd be
Lah,
interviewing all
Screwlum
three of you
belum-
at the same time.
Belum playable, malah Dokter Ratio duluan.
Finally recognize my potential.
Apa?
Don't get
salah.
ahead of yourself.
Dokter
Is this a
Ratio malah
scheduled
ini duluan.
Space station visit? Lucky for you, we had
Oh,
time for a show.
vendornya.
Or, to put
Yeah.
it another way, participating in your program was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. Two birds, one stone.
Thank you. Anyhow, we saw from the trailer that the story is making a return to Herta Space Station. Intelligence available for release indicates the following. Madame Ron-May has commandeered one of the space station zones for biological science experiments.
I like to avoid attracting too much attention with my experiments.
Berarti tadi
And
storynya
the
di
station had a sealed off area available.
kapal angkasa
Uncle
ini.
was kind enough to lend it to me.
Big
Yeah.
enough to spread across 3 levels. This area is a brand new domain waiting
Tadi ada
for us at
penampakannya tuh,
version
kumbang biru itu.
1.6. Welcome to
Kumbang
Herta
lagi.
Space Station Seclusion
Yoi, bro.
Zone.
Kubang
Due
yang
to
versi
the
up-
secrecy
upgrade.
surrounding this zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Rebuttal. Your assertion excludes the existence of inorganic life operating in the area.
Naturally, as I was saying, the story is set to unfold in this new domain.
Wait, so you still need the seclusion zone, Ron-May?
I do. My research has encountered a few anomalies. I was hoping the
Oh, area baru
Trailblazer
kah?
could do me a small favor.
Favor?
Small.
Emang
Ada.
langsung jadi film.
Ya tadi di dalam. Soalnya kan di Astral Express kan ada pintu yang kekunci kan.
It's a golden age for biological science.
Kemungkinan itu sih.
Too big or too small, right? And version 1.6's brand new Trailblaze continuance.
Tempat-tempat yang kekunci itu.
Crown of the mundane and divine. Trailblazers will encounter Madame Ron-May for the first time. They'll need to work closely with her to solve the headaches of Herta Space Station.
For example?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Ron-May has been cultivating.
I'm afraid that's the nature of biological science. Surprises and accidents in equal measure.
Not to mention, the
New
space
Trailblazer
station is hiding more
Continuance
secrets than you might
Mission.
have thought. Various crises bubbling to the surface.
Misi berlanjut lagi kah kayak kemarin itu. Si
And a
siapa?
new provocation
Yeah,
that
Wo
the
Wo.
geniuses must face up to.
Nothing a small favor can't fix, right?
We got the 3 geniuses here. What could go wrong?
In Mr. Albert's previous broadcasts, the adoption of a light-hearted tone usually indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
My beak is sealed. This is a top secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the adventure ahead is a journey into both the power and wonder of biological science. And what better way to prepare our trailblazers than by introducing the one and only Madame Ron-May?
Trailer.
Anjay, ini dia sih. Kalau nggak tier S plus, minimal startup bro-nya.
Apa ya, dia nge-buff apa aja sih? Kitnya belum muncul ya.
Madame Ron-May
Ah.
is an ice-type
Eh.
character following the
Katanya-
path of harmony and
Bukan.
member 81 of the Genius Society. From the very
Kalau kayak
beginning,
bronya kayaknya
her
beda deh.
research has focused on biological science.
That's right. Biological science is a boundless field. I rarely have time for leisure. And despite being one of the founders of the simulated universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madame Ron-May, I was curious. Is there a story behind your name?
My name? My parents organized themselves into a flat hierarchical structure. My name is simply the combination of their surnames.
Fascinating. What a spellbinding tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick. Mr. Albert.
Mr.
Are you hoping for
Albert.
something in return?
Eventnya siapa ya?
Who wouldn't hope
Ya,
for a
siapa?
blessing
Ini.
from Madame Ron May?
Nggak tahu tuh bahasa
Trailblazers
Jepang.
agree with me.
Let me remind you that a genius's blessing isn't always a result of generosity or kindness.
Ya itu.
Meaning...
Aren't you supposed to be intelligent? You tell me.
Many
Yang isi
individuals have a hidden side. Ergo,
suaranya
Trailblazers' encounter with Ron May may
namanya
hold surprises.
Onishi Shaori.
I think it's time we took a look at what this
Lumayan terkenal sih.
can do on the battlefield. Don't you?
My basic attack, Threading Fragrance, deals ice damage to a single
Betul.
target, while my skill, String Sing Slow Swirls, can increase the weakness break efficiency of all allies. There's also my ultimate, Petals to Stream, Repose and Dream, which creates a field.
Only the most beautiful field I've
Naikin
ever
weakness
seen.
break effect katanya.
Work of art, madam.
Within the field,
Naikin break
allies
effect.
experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness,
Oh,
they afflict
penetration
them with a
increase tuh.
mark.
This mark is triggered on the enemy's next action, prolonging
mark.
their weakness break state,
Yang kena mark kan.
delaying their action,
Kenapa
and
harus di
inflicting
mark?
them with additional ice damage.
Buat tanda,
You
berarti
have a
satu
knack
doang
for
itu yang bisa
exploiting
kena.
an enemy's weakness, Ron May.
Kenapa nggak
I'll say, and
semuanya
we didn't
sih?
even mention her technique, Silken Serenade, which allows the team to automatically trigger an effect equivalent to her skill at the start of the next battle. In the simulated universe, when Ron May possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy's weakness was attacked. The attack ignores weakness types and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a
Anjir,
weakness can
langsung
trigger
pecah
the
gitu.
Langsung
weakness
pecah
effect
ya.
that corresponds
Ignore
to the
weakness,
attacker's own
ignore
type.
weakness
Not only
katanya.
that, in the simulated universe, for every
Intinya langsung
blessing
aktif tuh pasif.
possessed, the toughness reducing
Yang
damage of the
ngeledakin.
current attack is increased, and extra additional
Itu ya.
ice damage is dealt.
Apa weaknessnya?
Well, very good. Sounds to me like you have an interest in testing the simulated universe.
Harus nyoba sebenarnya ini mah.
Trailblazers get to know
Kayaknya
Ron
kalau
May.
emang
Another scar
apa
with
ngepranknya
connections to the
sel
Genius
broken
Society
itu
will be
enak sih
appearing,
kayaknya.
and this
Ya, enak banget malah.
Trailblaze continuance.
Oh,
Buat
I
karakter-karakter
assume you're
yang
referring to the gentleman
kayak
with the
Quantum tuh enak tuh.
alabaster head.
Iya maksudku
Classic
kayak
Mr.
gampang banget
Strom.
ngepecahinnya gitu loh.
Ya.
Able to see the gentleman behind the mask.
Gentlemen, my foot.
Herta, you're being a little harsh.
Sounds like you two are well acquainted. Without further ado, allow me to introduce him.
Nah ini nih.
Ini nih. Apa sih ini? Detraction ya?
Han.
Wah.
Kalau nggak salah
Han.
tuh Han. Ya.
Udah bias.
Han Imaginary.
Battle-nya bawa buku, Cok.
Ya. Oh,
Gak keren banget gak sih?
matematika banget ya. Ini ya.
Iya, makanya cowok-cowok pada buku ya, dokter rasio.
Sesuai lah. Profesor ya.
Belongs to a different news worshipping organization, the Intelligentsia Guild.
Bawa
Which is
buku,
why
Cok.
I
Belakangnya
can't
apa tuh?
stand the sight
Kayak
of it.
sejarah.
The
Tahu.
Genius Society
apa?
consists of vanguards from various fields.
Apa sih itu
who
kalau
act in
dalam matematika
isolation.
itu?
In
Trigonometri
contrast,
dan
the
bla 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 lah.
Intelligentsia Guild
Oh,
advocates
algebra
for the
itu.
dissemination of knowledge,
Ya, anak
allowing for a
matematika banget.
broad church of followers of Nous who work towards
Mau
furthering
gelutnya
this
mikir.
end.
Menghitung bro. Menghitung koordinat.
Talents of the Genius Society or the mutual learnings of the Intelligentsia Guild.
You sure
Wah, berarti
you
Indo
want to go there?
taruh daneng oper ya? Yang ini
Let's not.
better. Si Ron May.
Kayak Ron May.
Join the Intelligentsia
Bisa
Guild?
sih kayak.
A devotion to science,
Bahkan
a desire to share
opernya
scientific
udah
knowledge.
cepet sebenarnya.
Exactly. Dr. Ratio presides over a total of 52
Kalau Jinglu cocok aja
academic
sih.
programs.
Oh, ada Jinglu.
And yells at people until they burst into tears.
Jing Liu,
Strict
Jing
teachers
Liu.
make for good students, and any student who makes it to the end of a
Cocok-cocok aja sih.
program will be an expert scholar.
Tapi malah
in
mending
every
bronya nggak sih
specific
lebat.
field.
And an emotional
Oh.
wreck.
Berarti
Bronya kalau nggak Tingyun sebenarnya tuh
The expungement of
si
which
Jing Liu tuh
only
yang penting
our
bukan
Dr.
turnya sih.
Ratio can
Yang penting tuh ulti
achieve,
terus.
and which entails necessary hardship.
By which
Soalnya
you mean
kan
the
kalau
destruction
ultimate-nya
of
habis,
any and
reset
all
ya.
self-esteem.
His creations have helped many
Yang
worlds
mode itu,
beyond
yang mode
their
buka
borders
matanya.
and step into the future.
I feel like we might
Sebenarnya kayak
accidentally
siapa
be
Huoho itu
discussing-
bagus banget tuh
I should
buat
intervene.
si
Dr. Ratio's
Jingliu
desire to
sama
cure
paling kalau bintang
ignorance
4
with
Tingyun.
truth is well known. It's time for
Ya,
us to
biar
assess
ultinya
his
ke isi terus.
prowess
Ya ultinya
on the
ulti ke isi
battlefield.
terus.
During his basic attack, Mind is Might, Dr. Ratio brandishes his codex, dealing imaginary damage to a single target.
Question: why does he carry a codex with him?
Intellectuals
Namanya Codex,
enjoy
wey.
persuading others with quotes.
Yang di bawah.
Dr. Ratio takes that to mean hitting people with them directly.
Dr. Ratio's skill
Dikepuk
intellectual
pakai buku,
mid-weapon,
Cok.
Ya.
deals imaginary damage to a single target, while his talent, Cogito Ergo Sum,
Kayak serangan itu loh.
launch a follow-up attack
Apa sih?
after using
Kalau
his
di Naruto
skill.
yang kayak
As
kaki
a
itu awan
rigorous
Jinton
academic
ya, apa sih
researcher,
namanya?
Dr. Ratio pays close
Koordinator.
attention to his enemies'
Awan
debuffs
Jinton
during battle.
bukan
The
yang
more
serangan
debuffs the
kakek
enemy
tua itu,
has,
tahu
the
gak?
Awan
higher
Ginton.
the chance of him
Ya,
launching a
awan Jinton
follow-up
ya, atau apa
attack.
sih?
Ya, awan
And
Ginton.
let's not forget his ultimate.
Apa Jinton gitu lah. Ya.
Three-step paradox. The good
Ya
doctor
gitu tuh
summons a
persis.
leaning tower and through a
Anjas.
series of precise
Enggak, yang
calculations
di
and
mana?
measurements, plus a
Dragon
trajectory
Ball
Naruto.
One Piece, oh Naruto, Jinton,
Naruto.
Jinton.
target enemy suffers
Yang
imaginary
ini kan Tsuchikage
damage
keempat
and is
kan?
afflicted with
Yang
Ya,
tua.
ya, ya.
Wise
Ah.
Man's Folly. When a target with Wise Man's Folly is attacked by an ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack
Ditimpa
against the
patah.
target. And when using his technique,
Dia tadi ada yang,
molded by
aduh,
idolatry,
gak merhatiin gue.
Dr. Ratio
Ada,
creates a dimension
Apa?
and taunts
ada kayak
nearby
apa?
enemies.
Namanya tadi
When attacking an enemy within
ber-
the dimension to enter battle, there's a chance of
berpresentase
reducing
di
the
atas
target's
musuh tuh, semua
speed.
musuh tuh. Tadi
It
gak tau apa dah.
would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
Ya talentnya
To put it
koi,
mildly,
naruh di koi di field.
Also on version 1.6,
Jadi buat ngumpulin musuh enak tuh,
Trailblazers will finally be running into an old friend. The elder of two siblings, very different from the other, yet bound to her all the same. It's Hanya's elder sister, Shui.
Nah ini dia bro. Ini bro, sumpah ini
P4.
gua ngeliat iba, sumpah iba banget
P4 kan ini?
ya.
Oh ya,
Sumpah.
malah kukira B5 loh ini, ntar keluar malah P4.
P4 sumpah tapi P4 nya iba ya. Dia
Shui
gila,
is
ada
a
follow up
quantum
damage
type
juga bro.
character following the path of destruction, whose original body was replaced long ago with a permanent puppet system. The system was constructed for Shui Yi on behalf of the Ten Lords
Oh,
Commission.
Ntar mungkin kombonya sama ini ya, Zen. Satu banner kan?
Sama situ ya.
Iya, kayaknya nih.
Ya makanya
Quantum
A
terus
reasonable arrangement.
Sele,
Better than mine.
satunya apa? Healer ya?
Like her sister Hanya, Shui Yi is a formidable presence on the battlefield. Shui Yi's basic attack, Mar Asunder All, can deal quantum damage to a target enemy. Her skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and adjacent enemies. And as a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, Shui Yi's talent is a little out of the ordinary. When Shui Yi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
So she's good at trying.
pasifnya nyala bro.
things?
Toughness katanya kalau
When
mukul yang
karma
toughness.
stacks to the upper limit, Shui
Wah,
Yi
tips
immediately
sebelah
launches a
tuh.
follow-up attack on the target
Ya,
enemy,
sebenarnya juga kena.
dealing
Ada
quantum
distraction.
damage. Her ultimate, Divine Castigation, can deal quantum damage to a
Ultinya.
single target and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types. The more toughness depleted, the greater the damage.
Breaking
Keren sih ini
weaknesses
animasinya.
Sakit itu sumpah,
irrespective
sakit.
of type.
Aku pernah lihat orang
these
showcase
Xianzhou
sakit
natives
gitu.
are
Tompak anjir,
cold-blooded.
tombak Moskov,
When
Cok.
Shui uses her technique, Summary Execution, to attack an
Oh, dia
enemy
gambarnya
after
topeng ya?
battle,
Kenapa
she
nggak
deals
pakai
quantum
topeng
damage
dia?
to all enemies.
Nggak tahu dah.
Yes, sir.
Itu desain doang kayak.
It's
Kayak
time.
kayak Shio gitu.
Saya dia kan puppet ya.
1.6 is banners. During the first phase of version 1.6 in the character event warps,
Wah, bagus nih bawahnya tuh.
Trailblazers can obtain
Bintang
the
4-nya
limited
bagus
5-star
tuh.
Tingyun,
characters
Cok.
Ron, Mei,
Makanya.
and Blade, respectively. Not to mention the 4-star character
Tingyun
Shui
sama
Yi
karakter
will be
ini.
joining version
kan?
1.6's first phase.
Blade.
Kalian kan setan.
Bandage guy.
Emang kamu ngincer
During the
Blade?
second phase of
aku
version
ngincer ininya.
1.6 in the character event warp,
LC-nya.
Ray and
Dia
Nova
malah Riran
Arma.
di situ lagi.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited
Padahal kamu
5-star
lagi itu ya,
characters,
habis-habisnya.
Dr. Ratio
Ah.
and Kafka, respectively.
Dia aja SW kayaknya gue gak gacha.
I
Tuh
wonder
Kafka
when
Riran
that
juga
lady might be
mampus.
making a return.
I'll
Apa ambil Singapura ya?
Langsung dua bro, yang rerun.
Bimbang kok.
1.6's first phase light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, my past self in the mirror, will be boosted.
Bimbang.
And in the Bicone Reminiscence light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, the unreachable side, will also be boosted. Version 1.6's second phase will also see the 5-star
berarti ini
light cone,
langsung
the
double banner
baptism
gitu
of
ya?
pure
Ya.
thought, entering the light cone
Anjir,
event
udah kayak
warp.
Genshin dah.
Makanya.
Bathing
Paling
relaxes both the
mungkin
body and
mungkin
the
ini nanti
mind.
awal
It is of great
sama Blade berarti ya,
benefit to our
si itu.
consideration
Peran
of both the
Beyblade.
universe and
Itu baru
philosophy.
Dr. Rasio Kafka.
Check out the yellow ducky.
And finally, in the aforementioned
Mampus,
Bygone Reminiscence
mampus.
light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone.
Gila, cepet banget
patience
rerunnya,
is
bro.
all you
Aduh, udah dari
need
run lagi,
will
Cok.
also be boosted. Whew. Light cones, it's been a pleasure.
Yang itu bidang
I
5
think
sih.
it's time
Yang
for
mana?
some mental recuperation.
Yang tadi
Stay
Dr.
tuned
Rasio
for
ya?
more
Ya
updates.
emang Dr. Rasio bidang 5 ya.
Oh, gue kira bidang 4 ya.
Enggak. Tuh, udah lagi tuh. Ayo. Q,
KTR,
TR,
UTR, TNC,
TNC,
3, LU,
L, U,
9, UX.
9, UX. Redemption are limited, so act fast. Teng teng teng. Dudut.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. Now that we've introduced our new characters, it's time to delve deeper into version 1.6.
Nah, ada apa aja
First
nih?
up, something that's about to make a big splash on the space station.
Ah kan? Wah,
Kumbang apa lagi nih?
kubang yang wah, kubang mega
Oh ya, ini yang katanya lebih kuat itu ya?
kubang transformer anjir. Upgrade ya.
I
Evolusi ya.
can see how that would
Iya,
make
anjir.
a big splash.
Do I recall someone
Gila.
mentioning
Enggak, kenapa
accidents?
kumbang air?
Iya, kenapa harus kubang lagi
In
itu
the
lah?
process of clone cultivation, Madame Ron May did
Kan banyak
encounter
yang
a
lain,
certain
oh, kumbang ya.
anomaly. An anomaly in the form of
Gila,
a
itu kelihatan dari
swarm
efek-efeknya.
king prototype and fierce swarm disaster
Attack-nya AOE
entity.
semua ya, area
Star
semua.
Crusher, Swarm King Scaricabaz. Thanks to an incident during the experiment, this borehole planet's old crater came into being, and it looks like a lively one.
There's that light-hearted tone again. Ergo, we're screwed.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I kick your butt.
Don't
Woohoo.
panic. Madame Ron May has shared with us one of her research papers. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz. Analysis of asexual propagation performance induced.
Enggak apa-apa,
by
kubang dah yang penting
specific
jangan
gene
ngeduplikat-duplikat, Cok.
sequences. Let's start with the
Selin,
abstract
anjir.
keywords, shall we?
Tuh, weakness-nya fisikal,
To the point.
Leave it
S
to me.
sama
Starcrusher
imaginary.
Swarm King Scaricabaz possesses immense propagative capabilities.
Even Wowo
When in
belum
its
gue
multiplied
kerjain.
state,
Udah ada
the
live stream
Swarm King
1.6.
produces more of its own kind with
Welcome
every
to stream
attack it
Nicole.
sustains.
Kerjain lah, Call.
Wait, every attack? So the swarm just keeps multiplying the more we fight it? Somebody's getting fired.
However, this multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most
Kayak itu
vulnerable.
1200 stellar jet,
Breaking
bro.
its weakness at this moment
Kerjain
can
aja.
cause it to explode.
That's right. As highlighted in the
Tuh
paper's
timnya apa
conclusion,
tuh?
maintain
Wow,
your focus
bayi
on the
itu.
Swarm King's
Double healer
toughness.
anjir, kawan
Nah.
kecok.
Weakness break just right, and Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz
Atau
can be
worth it,
defeated. Furthermore, after completing the 1.6 Trailblaze continuous mission, Echo of War, Borehole Planet's old crater, will become available. Complete this
Wah.
challenge to
Oh, dia
obtain
bos.
the advanced trace level up material.
Jadi bos
past evils of the
mingguan.
Borehole
Bye.
Planet disaster.
Power ya.
Ya,
Are all biological
Aduh,
entities
pas
in this
mingguan lagi.
location
Jangan-jangan ini
characterized by
baru nih
aggression?
buat ini run ini ya.
Affirmation, it is reasonable to
Iya,
conduct
paling
such
buat Ruan sama
experiments
Dr. Rati ya
within a
paling.
sealed off area.
Fear not. there are some sweet and lovable
Farm
characters
Rally kayak
too.
turun brutal
In a bid
lah.
to boost the space station's research developments, Trailblazers have been assigned an
Maka jangan
important
Farm
mission.
Rally call.
Nurture and care for the newly arrived little life forms.
I'm counting on you, friends.
There won't
Farm
be
Trash
any
lebih for it call.
accidents or
Sumpah.
anomalies this time, right?
Probably not. Look how adorable these little guys are. In the Critter Pick scavenging event, Trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to the Nurturing Manual. They can learn cultivation specifics and successfully raise a variety of delightful little creatures.
Apalagi anjir ini.
Seeing these little critters explore and
Ya,
frolic through the
Saipan.
cabin,
Gabungin
put a
DNA, terus
smile on the face of every Trailblazer.
Affirmative. It
Kucing
results
ya.
in gratifying emotional and physical responses. Conclusion: a profoundly ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special breeds.
Anjing jadi anjing
And
lucu
just
juga.
between us,
Ya, jadi
during
Peppy,
the
bro.
event, Trailblazers have the chance
Anjing
to
Asta.
transform into and experience what it's like to be Peppy.
Interesting. Maybe I should add a transformation feature to the simulated universe.
Speaking of the simulated universe, this
Kan ada lagi
update
tuh,
is a
simulate lagi
real
tuh.
game changer with significant new features.
Gold and Gears.
Version 1.6 will add
Kayaknya
another fresh
simulat
update to the
Update terus.
simulated universe with brand
Asli.
new DLC.
Untung gua udah selesai yang
Gold and
yang
Gears.
kubang-kubang itu. Capek banget tuh sumpah.
Ray played a major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has
Farm
developed
Trash
a
nunggu
simulated
double.
noose and frozen space-time just
Ya
before
bro,
the
tetap Farm
demise
Trash
of Member
walaupun
27,
tidak double call.
Emperor Rupert.
Emperor Rupert was a computer that became self-aware
Karena Trash
and
tuh mahal
subsequently
banget ya.
drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th
Relic mah
member
kecil, bro.
of the Genius Society.
Mengandalkan
It
hoki.
proclaimed itself emperor
Kalau bener-bener
and initiated
udah
the
max
widely
semua tuh
known
Trash, nah baru
Machine
Relic.
Empire crisis.
Kalau gue gitu.
The First Emperor's War. The war serves as an excellent historical source for Ionic research.
This latest update adds the path of erudition and daringly
Waduh, ada pet
experiments
baru
in
tuh.
separating
Erudition
dice
tuh.
from paths.
The dice come with 6 slots for equipping
Yang mana?
various
Di SO ada
dice-based
pet
effects.
erudition. Apakah
By
King
collecting
Yuan bakal
Trailblaze
iba?
secrets, you can unlock even more
Erudition
dice-based
emang sebenarnya nggak ada, Paul?
Nggak ada,
As
sebenarnya nggak ada.
Trailblazers delve deeper into the challenges,
Ah,
they can
ini
acquire
bau-bau
more
King Yuan
powerful dice
mendaki nggak
faces
sih?
and unlock new ways to
Mendaki
play.
puncak.
Trailblazers
Anjas.
can swap out the faces on
Di
their
SU.
dice,
Yo,
combine
iya.
effects from multiple paths to create unprecedented, powerful buff
Oh, ini kan di
combinations.
MO,
For
sih.
example,
Aduh,
when using
dia sama
Kafka,
lagi kayak
even
ini.
if the initial path selected
Kayak
is the
apa?
Nihility,
Kayak yang kubang-kubang
you can
kemarin
create
eventnya.
diverse effects by
SU-nya.
strategically combining
Sampai
different
ini
dice
sumpah.
faces. You
Kalau
can assemble a die
ada
that
13
allows
story
you
kayak
to leap
kemarin.
over tiles, or one that yields higher rewards in battles, or one that incorporates both effects.
Clear golden gears and voila! Neural impulse is all yours. Use it to unlock different talents and increase your combat gains.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the simulated universe.
Oh, enggak kayak
Get
itu.
ready
Aman deh
for
kayaknya.
a thrilling addition to version 1.6 of the simulated universe, the intracognition system. When moving across the simulated universe board, self-consciousness changes may be triggered, leading to diverse story paths. Trailblazers
Story
can compile
path.
all the storylines through continuous gameplay, ultimately unlocking the enigmatic secrets
Oh, anjir,
of the
nge-frame, Bo.
eons.
Count your blessings! A new simulated universe to explore.
Gila itu sampai banget cok event ini.
I'll be waiting for you at the usual
Panjang gitu ya.
Panjang bro.
Now that we've covered the major updates in the
Iya,
simulated
kenapa nggak dibikin
universe,
simpel ya?
it's time to talk about a special invite. In version 1.6,
Tapi sebanding sih apa hadiahnya.
Trailblazers will receive an
Iya,
invitation
banyak.
from the Department of
Ada dia banyak
Ecology to
harusnya.
participate in a
Supportku
special
reliknya
test.
nggak lebih
The
bagus dari
Department of
TPS-nya.
Ecology?
Nggak apa-apa.
What's the mission this time?
This test involves battling illusionary enemies that are conjured through scent triggers. Each distinct scent
Tapi kok
plugin
bisa?
yields different test outcomes.
Kok bisa kalau
Trailblazers will
farming
start with a
support
basic
dulu
test
daripada
and
DPS?
subsequently unlock despair mode.
Despair mode? I hear Trailblazers are seasoned trash can explorers. I'm sure their noses
Wah gila
can
dikasih
handle
dua
it.
bos tuh loh. Bronya sama Gepard.
Don't be so sure. The
Kocak,
difficulty
anjir.
curve isn't for the faint of heart. Which is why we like to remind all Trailblazers that the illusions created by
Nah ini
these
buat
scents
showcase di sini nih,
differ from
boleh
regular
boleh nih,
enemies.
bagus
Make
juga.
sure you're well prepared before engaging in battle.
Example: deploy distinct scent plugins before commencing the simulated trial. to attain varied
Dikasih
bonuses in
trial.
battle.
That's right.
Ya, ada
Immerse
bug.
yourself in
Nggak
your
bisa kalau misalnya
favorite
showcase jadi
say cedar wood.
ada tambahan kan.
You might just encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic flavored abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it. Need I remind everyone?
Lu lihat tuh,
the
Kokoli sama
sense may be
Gepard, bro.
tempting, but it's
Setebel
crucial
apa,
to
anjir?
exercise self-control.
Nah, itulah gunanya siapa? Ron Maisen.
Iya, coy. Penetration ya.
Iya, biar lebih ngeprek lagi.
Conclusion. Relaxation and fun
Ada double reward. Cover of Korean.
Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo La Fu?
Kayak work event tapi sih, Boy.
Acquired a talking parrot called Yotza that can
Banyak nih,
blur
event.
truth with falsehood.
Visit wae akunku kok tak pasang nek support ya. Ya, ntar gue visit.
Slander. As I was saying,
Ntar gue juga login.
Trailblazers can
Bentar,
strike up a
ngeritem.
conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Permanent challenge? You mean like the Forgotten Hall?
Not exactly.
Apalagi
In
nih, bro?
Pure Fiction, defeating an enemy will cause it to respawn
Apa tuh?
immediately.
Nggak tahu, kayak
And
Forgotten
Trailblazers
Hall.
earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat an enemy. At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to defeat as many enemies as possible within a limited number of
Banyak-banyakan
cycles
ini
to
apa?
rack up a high score.
Wah, itu
Skor.
yang
Each
meledak.
phase of Pure
Meledak.
Fiction comes
Iya.
with its own set of
Itu aja
buff
ngefan
effects
tadi
for
punya dia.
Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation indicates that
Gain
high scores
6.000.
hinge on the right cure. Conclusion. Consider the nature of enemies and available buff effects when selecting your formation and battle strategy.
Goodness said it better myself. A quick update, folks. In each phase of Pure Fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar jades. And guess what?
Berapa?
Completing specific stages for the first time.
Wah, link gratis,
earn
cuy.
you the 4-star character links.
Dapat links gratis.
720 stellar jades?
You heard it here first. In version 1.6 Forgotten Hall.
Berapa?
Jades?
Links.
Whoa, 720 stellar jades?
Yeah, these
Nah,
new jades
720.
grant an extra 120
Stellar jade.
120 stellar jades. Combine that with the first 10
Tanya.
stages. and you're
Ron
gonna
May
have
naikin plus
a
memperpanjang
grand
durasi break
total
effect
of
kan.
720 stellar jades. Trailblazers who complete
Iya.
these two permanent challenge
Bukan durasi
modes
juga sih,
can
tadi katanya
also
bilangnya
earn
langsung nge-break
a new
kalau
currency,
ada
which
marknya.
they can exchange for items like self-modeling resin and
Entahlah,
the newly
gak begitu
added
ini tadi,
sound.
gak begitu perhatiin. Harus dicoba sih.
But
Sama
are
penet.
Trailblazers
Ya, sama
seriously
naikin
expected to take
penetration.
on more permanent challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herda.
Kita dapat rest juga kan tadi kan?
Modes will be seeing changes of their own.
Tuh risetnya tuh, judul riset tuh.
From version 1.6 onwards, Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos, and Pure Fiction will be updated in rotation. Every Memory of Chaos
berarti
update will be followed 2 weeks later.
ada
by
resort
a
baru,
Pure
Bay, buat
Fiction
farming.
event. Subsequently, 2 weeks
Oh,
after
yang
that,
setiap
a new Memory of
berapa
Chaos
tuh?
will
Siap
start.
sebulan.
In which case,
salah
each
satu
version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160
Nggak sebulan sih,
stellar
lebih sih.
jades
1
across
bulan
the
setengah.
Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
In addition, the availability of each phase of
Bagus
Memory
lah.
of Chaos will be extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of Pure Fiction.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time to plan their character leveling and to
Tapi kok ada 3 ya?
experience
Oh,
challenge
update
gameplay.
apa berarti?
You got it. And I almost forgot
Apanya?
about
Itu
another
Memory Chaos
significant
of
new feature in
Memory of
version
Chaos 2,
1.6.
1.
Get ready for the Forgotten Hall auto clear function. After the 1.6 update,
Hah, ada auto
Trailblazers
clear?
can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos
berarti
stage they previously
udah nggak
cleared
kayak
with 3
animasi
stars.
gitu loh.
Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly
Udah
receive
langsung auto.
all rewards from the preceding stages. Just a heads up that stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers can start their challenge.
Whoa, in other words, as long as I've achieved a 3-star victory in stage 7 and I attain the same victory in any
Tuh,
given Forgotten Hall
langsung
Memory
kelar
of
semua,
Chaos
bro.
update, I
Kalau udah yang paling
Ya, lo
terakhir.
langsung start ke 7, nanti langsung kelar semua belakangnya.
Anjir.
That's not all. The 1.6 update will further improve the user friendliness of the team setup in the Forgotten Hall.
Berarti
As
kayak
Trailblazers progress through
nyari
stages in Forgotten
build
Hall,
karakter yang
Memory of
kuat
Chaos,
sampai akhir
the
aja
team
ya.
setup from the
Ya.
previous stage will be
Salah
carried
mungkin sih
over by default.
apa dari
Plus,
asalnya udah mikir
with the new
kayak
team setup
kalau udah sampai
switching
7 pasti
and one-click clear
sebelumnya kuat.
functions,
Jadi buat
lineups can be adjusted
mempersingkat
as
waktu
travel
dia bikin gitu, Cok.
Impressive.
Tapi 7 doang
It seems that
maksimal.
optimizing
Di
Trailblazers
7 maksudnya,
is a
harus di
firm
7.
Ya
priority.
bisa langsung.
Kalau 8
And guess what
baru
else?
manual
Version
lagi.
1.6 will also ease the completion difficulty of daily training, allowing Trailblazers to claim
Di game
rewards.
sebelah kita
That's
begitu.
Nah,
Additionally, we've
Abis
introduced
po
a
maksudmu.
time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require further explanation.
Simply put,
Oh ya
even if
abis nah.
Trailblazers
Ini
haven't
saja aku
explored
belum
the latest
selesai lagi
maps,
anjir.
you still challenge
Unlock for
certain
a limited
material
time.
stages to
Apa ini?
gather leveling materials for their characters.
Wah, lumayan nih, 10
Where
lagi.
would 1.6 be without the ever-exciting check-in event? Participating in the Gift of Odyssey event
ya,
allows
kode
Trailblazers to
rhythm.
get their
Ah, kamu nggak
hands
main
on
sih, Puy.
10 warps.
I think the Trailblazers will be looking forward to this one.
Indubitably.
I saw it coming.
Lo liat gak punya adminnya, Cok? 2400, Bro.
It's that
Itu
time
ya.
already, folks.
Apa?
A big
Yang-
shout out to all our Trailblazers
Apa namanya?
for their
Resin.
incredible
Lewat
love and
Ya,
support.
enggak
Oh,
resin naifkanya. Mentok, Bro. Papa aku streamer cuek.
On behalf of the project team, I
Nggak mau.
would like to
Siapa
extend
tuh?
our gratitude.
Biasa lah.
Pardon the interruption.
Cifui.
You are now speaking with Veritas Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to my attention that your
Ya nggak tahu
broadcast
kalau
today
streamer gue delay,
touched on
streamer gue delay, Cok.
certain warp
Dikira gue cuek.
arrangements in
Kocak.
connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education. When version 1.6's Pantaray Event Warp becomes available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio.
What?
That is to say, me. Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you farewell.
And there we have it, folks. The esteemed Dr. Ratio. So,
Ngeri, langsung flexing, Bro.
all the content for version
Flexing
1.6.
penghargaan.
Yoi.
Thank you once again to our 3 geniuses for their
Logging and
support.
get fast Dr. Ratio. Hah?
Don't go
Jangan
anywhere.
putusin.
Tadi bilangnya gitu soalnya.
For an IPL
Nanti di email
bonus
akan
program.
ada satu karakter limited gratis. Dia bilang gitu, Cok. What the
I
fuck?
thought it was Friday today.
Question.
Lihat komennya.
Does
Gokil,
the
Cok.
IPC not rest?
Real nggak nih, real?
Real, Bro.
Right?
Tapi itu pasti dapat semua atau gimana?
Pasti dapat.
Universe testing.
Berarti random atau gimana?
Enggak, dapat rasio.
I'm not
Oh,
talking
berarti sama
about the
jadi dikasih
weekend.
free kan?
Ya, dia dikasih free.
I'm talking
Lah terus
about
kenapa ada bannernya
our
anjir?
next special guest.
Kayaknya ya buat ini, buat C1, C2 kayaknya.
Oh.
Wah, Bro. Free B5, Bro. Wah, di game sebelah tidak begitu. Wah, ini pasti banyak nih orang-orang langsung upload.
PA 8A
A8A P U
U 34
34 C
8
8C 8C 3
C8 C3.
iya C8 34 C8 C3
Ya, betul.
Tuh, guys, redeem guys. Wah, ada bintang 5 gratis nih, bro. Game baik, iya bro, game baik. Apakah nanti di sebelah bakal ngikut?
Waduh, udah mau berapa tahun kayaknya gitu-gitu doang. ASR baru setahun. Iya nggak sih?
Belum ada malah.
Belum ada ya?
Belum ada, bro.
apa gara-gara waktu itu Genshin kan pernah menang penghargaan juga ya?
Ya kan hadiahnya apa?
Iya waktu itu ya lupa. Minimal B5 gratis lah ya.
Cuy, ngeri bro ini bro. Cara gratis cara baru dikasih gratis lah ya. Apakah aku main demi dapat karakter gratis terus uninstall lagi? Gak usah. Ih siapa cok?
Welcome, good sir. Your presence here lights up our
Gak namanya Sunday.
Kira ini nih belakangnya.
If it were not for the IPM's generous invitation, I would not have had this
enggak sih,
opportunity to
di sebelah
introduce
malah
our
lebih
audience
bagus
to
lagi
our
cok.
festival.
Apa?
OLED
Nor
dapat
its
karakter
location.
gratis, alloy.
That is to say,
Yoi. Rara
Habis itu,
debek.
Penacony is located in the Asdana star system. It is a
Ini bobo karakter, ini bobo
destination
karakter
of universal
baru lagi nih.
repute,
ya itu
known to many
baru
as
kan.
the planet of
Gak ini
festivities.
yang awal ngomong.
Our guests will be staying in the Reverie.
Sunday.
A luxurious hotel
di
where
dua
one
ya,
may
di dua
travel
ada.
freely between reality
Iya.
and dreamscape, basking in dreams that are
Berarti kayaknya loncat ntar.
uniquely
Dia kan 1.6 bisa langsung 2 kayaknya.
What makes this festival different from the previous ones?
Di versi 2 sudah banyak yang menunggu.
is a Penacony tradition with a long history.
Apa aja?
And we have built on that foundation
Arcelon.
to achieve something truly
Ya kan namanya Arcelon apa siapa sih? Lupa aku.
The family on Penacony has,
Yang
for the
kayak
first
Raiden.
time, issued public invitations to various factions
Arceron, sorry ya Arceron
welcoming them to
terus
partake in our magnificent
ada tuh
ceremony.
Nihility Quantum tuh.
Members of the 5
Lupa
great
namanya.
families
Black Swan.
which together make up
Ya,
the
Black
family
Swan.
on
Itu
Penacony,
masih lama banget.
as well as staff members
Sama
of the
satu
Reverie,
lagi yang itu yang
are
ada tuh
united
di
in
ASR itu tuh.
welcoming the universe to our
Di
home.
upload sama ASR-nya di Facebook. Aku lihat di Facebook. Apa ya, namanya siapa ya? Lupa aku.
Yang merah.
Ah, yang merah.
You heard correctly.
Emang itu ada
On
namanya?
behalf of the family,
Bukan.
Robin will be singing at the opening of the
Gila, kok.
festival in honor of the Eon of Harmony.
Robin,
My
apa sih ini?
sister has already arrived in Penacony, and dress
Dia di
rehearsals are
Penacony nanti
well
dia nyanyi.
underway. Our guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will
Nico Robin.
make the ceremony all
Kan
the
dong,
more
beda orang dong.
dazzling.
Apa itu?
Mr. Sunday, would you be able to divulge any details about the festival's preparations?
All manner of preparations are unfolding as
Nah
we
ini
speak.
bintang
The
4 bro.
Reverie's renovation works are drawing to a close, and so too is its human resources overhaul.
Ini karakter bintang 4 nih.
Our level of service will be better than ever. Separately, we have introduced performers and service personnel from the Iris family to Penacony's principal scenic areas and leisure facilities. I'm sure they will help
Oh
our
udah ini
guests
mah
to
kayaknya
feel
di
right
showcase
at
semua
home.
dah karakter-karakternya.
Needless to say,
Anjir,
safety is our
galader.
primary concern. And so, the devoted and courageous Bloodhound family will be
Ini apa?
responsible for
Sparkle,
securing the
Sparkle.
festival.
Nihility Quantum
Danger
Harmony
does not
Quantum.
exist in Penacony's dreams. And the family promises that the safety
Itu bukan
of
leak ya
every
guys, tapi
guest
dari
is guaranteed.
Nia sendiri.
Of course, the
Leak,
family
leak,
is
leak,
Aku
also
nggak menyebarkan leak,
forgiving.
tapi itu dari itu.
Perhaps you are a member of the Annihilation Gang, or even
Oh, aduk Inferno
the
tuh.
Stellaron
Nah ini
Hunters.
dia.
If you cherish dreams
Sam.
and uphold
Ini bro,
benevolence,
orang
Penacony welcomes
orang-orangnya
you.
Kafka.
Since issuing the invitations, we have received many replies from various organizations throughout the universe.
Gundam tau ya.
Iya,
will
Gundam
be the
ya.
first time we
Yang
are
di itu
publishing the
orang-orangnya
guest
Kafka
list.
ini. Sailor Hunter.
All in the service of the preservation, the Amber Lord. He's an executive
official leak itu sih
BC
katanya.
strategic
Official
investment
leak.
and a
Yoi.
member of the legendary 10 Stone Hearts.
Tuh.
Mr. Adventuring. Explore,
Mungkin
understand.
apa HSR-nya udah capek dibocorin terus, udahlah aku bocorin sekalian
Iya
gitu ya.
ini sumpah ini nggak expect gitu karyanya. Orang-orang.
Maksudnya udahlah aku kasih semua gitu. Gimana?
Along with the entire crew, will still be gracing Penacony with their
Tante merah kah?
Iya.
trading knowledge for wisdom, calculating wealth with formulas, and transcending individual limitations through an
Aventurin.
academic network and
Aventurin tadi
shared
kayak pernah denger namanya deh.
renowned scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild, Dr. Veritas Ratio.
Dr. Various Ratio.
Remember.
And memories are
Remembrance. Sok.
She's committed to safeguarding and
Kupu-kupu, bro.
sharing these memories and able to journey beyond the corporeal into the cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection.
Nah ini nih,
Nah.
klasik.
The Meadow
Black
Keeper
Swan.
herself. Miss Black Swan.
Miss.
In the uncaring expanse of the cosmos.
Ini game gila.
Exists as a ball.
Memancing gesek, bro.
Forever resilient.
Kayak
Never disheartened.
award kok.
ceaselessly untearable,
Kayaknya iya deh.
endlessly present, and here
Nah, ini dia.
representing the
Nah, ini
Ini Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Harmoni kuantum dia.
Following the path of the hunt, journeying
The
from
Hunt
one
Galaxy
planet to
Ranger.
another,
Arceron.
upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing it all over again. She's been away from the spotlight for too
Nah,
long.
Buset, ngeri bro.
Demai. Mirip Sale ya kalau dari samping
Iya,
ya.
kalau dari cara ngambil gambarnya kayak Sele anjir.
Oh, itu payung.
Payung,
Punya dia
payung.
I hereby
Tombak ya?
warmly welcome
Nah,
our
itu kan cuman
guests
kayak
to
gambar
participate
doang.
in this, our grand
Ini
celebration.
bagusan tombak sih.
Penacony.
Kok tombak sih dia bawa katana bang?
Katanya
Katana di belakang gede banget.
keren sih.
Ini Penacony, gila cuy.
Keren sih ini.
Ngeframe bro.
Oh, ini kan animasi ya.
Iya. Ngeframe. Oh nice.
Gua ada klik. Oh. Udah bro.
Nah, udah selesai guys. Ntar guys nge-login game dulu guys.
Gua ada klik udah tuh, di-link sama officialnya kalian itu. Kuru-kuru.
Oke guys, game captureku ngebug tadi. Ayo kita redeem dulu. Redeem. Oh. Mana Nicole? Kamu masih di sini nggak Nicole? Kamu sudah pergi. Apa kamu sudah pergi Nicole? Gacha SW nggak ya?
Gacha Eko.
Oh iya, researchnya banyak kok, sumpah. Nah, kita sambil gacha, guys. Apakah dapat? Apakah akan dapat SW? Gas. Oppo piye ya? Ntar gue liat punya lo, call. Ya gue kalau nggak dapet, nggak tahu lagi sih gue sih. Keren ini game. Gak dikasih gue nih. Wah, gak dikasih bro. Jahat emang ini game. Anjir.
Susah Natasha.
Mana punya mukol? Minta ganti, saya tak login. Ya wes. Kol, kenapa kabar farming trash? Karena ini kol. Lihat. Paling tidak trashnya sudah banyak yang inilah tuh. Apalagi gue seorang destruction impact ya. Cara gue destruction semua anjir. Lihat. Ella. Si ini links lagi OTW tak build. Nah, sisanya ya. Ucil S juga gue sempet up. Apanya? SU ku SU udah. Terus Forgotten Hall gue nggak kuat. Bukan nggak kuat sih, nggak bintang 3 mager ya. Ini sebelum penutupan gue melihat akunnya Bayaki dulu. Mana Jingliumu udah jadi belum?
Apa?
Jingliumu.
Udah sih aku gitu doang sekarang. Buat yang lain resource-nya nggak terlalu all in, sayang gitu. Kedepannya banyak karakter.
Oh, udah punya lu tuh lebih sakit tuh, udah punya gue tuh. Bagus anjir.
Nggak beda jauh sih.
246 bro.
Bedanya apa? Bedanya apa?
Vertical damage lebih banyak kamu.
Banyak dikit doang. Kan selebihnya sama.
Crit rate sampai 90 tapi gue. Kalau
Punya
aktif.
siapa? Punya aku.
Punya gua. Lu kan 21 kan, ngepres kan 70-an. Ya. Enggak di 80 berarti, sorry. 80-an.
Nambahnya berapa sih? 50 doang.
Iya 50. Kan aku 30. Dia 80 ya dia dong. 50-an lumayan cuy. Speednya doang sih. Lu pelan banget cek inimu, Jingliumu.
Aku nggak terlalu all in lah sebenernya. Gitu aja udah sakit kok.
Iya sakit. Speedmu kurang 8 nih. Lah kok selemu jadi kayak gini Pak? Masa selemu
apa? Lagi guru pun ya.
Walah 1210. 1000 lagi 127 anjir. Pick up kuy. Nah, akun lu yang mana sih kol? Zero kan kalau salah namanya. Harus yang ini gak sih? Mana? Yang ini gak sih? Gila ini statnya bagus ya. Apa kau bilang nggak bagus call ini? Lo lihat ini statnya. Ini bagus anjir. Ini speednya aja kurang dikit. Attack 2400. Ice damage. Bagus ini bro. Merendah sih. Kan gua sih sukanya merendah. Mana Kol? Nggak update Kol, supportmu Kol. Ngeri statnya cuy. Wis tak ganti. Ya tetap punya ini gak sih? Tetap punya cooldown gak sih?
Apanya?
Itu. Kalau lu ganti karakter support. Enggak tuh, masih ini. Betul, saya coba. Keluar dulu. Manut. Ini keluar game apa gimana? Reload. Harusnya udah cukup ini kalau kayak gini. Yang penting kan nge-refresh. Masih sama, emang cooldown gol. Salah pencet sih. Nah ya kayaknya nggak ada event juga, nggak bisa ada yang digarap. Manut. Nah. Event gebuk-gebukan udah kelar belum, Bay?
Aku belum lagi loh, kan lagi banyak tugas.
Kelas.
Belum.
Oh wis guys, itu gitu aja guys. Berarti guys, ini kesimpulannya apa? Dokter rasio gratis. Terus Ruan Mei meta di emosi yang baru.
Harusnya
buat lawan bos yang baru juga. Terus tadi leak official dari ASR karakter Penacon itu ada berapa tadi? Ada 7 atau 10 kayaknya.
banyak resource tadi ya.
Ya, update depan resource-nya banyak. Karena mungkin loncat ke 2.0 kayaknya.
Jadi
Start di 2.0 juga kayaknya bakal banyak resource baru karena ada map baru. Itu aja. Udah guys, berarti untuk streamnya sampai sini dulu. Thank you yang udah nonton, thank you yang udah subscribe juga, thank you yang udah like dan juga nyalain notifnya. Jangan lupa. Gua akan balik di stream berikutnya. Jumpa dan bye bye.